Hello everyone, my name is Anita and today we will talk about how to form the future tense in Russian. So we have two ways how to form the future tense in Russian, and the choice depends on the verb. If it's perfective, so it's describing the completed action, or imperfective, and it describes like the process or some repeated action. So the first way to form the future tense is a compound future tense. So we use the verb to be, быть, it's auxiliary verb here, in a future tense. So я буду, ты будешь, он будет, они будут, вы будете. And we also add the infinitive form of the imperfective verb. So you can use only imperfective verbs here. So those who describe the process or the repeated action. And you can check the dictionary to understand if the verb perfective or imperfective. A small life hack, a small trick, is that without a prefix, most probably this verb is imperfective. So you can use this tense, compound future tense in Russian. So it would be something like я буду читать. And it describes either the process or the repeated action. So я буду читать, I will be reading. Or они будут учиться, they will be studying. So this continuous form gerund should be used in order to translate this into English. And the second way to form the future tense is with perfective verbs. So those which describe the completed action. So how do we form this with future tense? In fact, we just use the perfective verb and we are trying to put it in the present form. So the same endings as in the present form, but with perfective verbs. So those which usually use the prefixes and describe the completed action. For example, the verb читать is imperfective. So like я буду читать, I will be reading. But if we add the prefix прочитать, it will be like to read and finish reading. So like я прочитаю книгу, I will read the book, and like meaning that I will read and finish it. So we just need to use я прочитаю, so this IU is just a normal ending for the present tense. But we use the perfective verb because we add the prefix pro, and we have the future tense. So like я буду читать, I will be reading, я прочитаю, I will read and finish something. Or for example, when we are listing some actions, so I will go there, then there, then there. So we usually use with the movements, when we are listing some movements, we use the prefix по. So like бегать is to run, imperfective. Я буду бегать, I will be running. Or я побегу. So like побегать. The verb побегать is perfective. Я побегу в магазин. For example, I will run to the shop, and then, а потом пойду домой, and then I will go home. So идти is imperfective verb. Я буду идти, I will be going. But я пойду, пойти, the verb is perfective, and we use just the present form of it, and with perfective verbs in the present form describe the future. Я побегу в магазин, а потом пойду домой. So I will run to the shop and then I will go home. So here we also have a question, which prefix should we add when we are forming the second future tense to make the verb perfective from the imperfective. In fact, there are lots of prefixes and some of them have some patterns. What do they mean? Some of them no or really vague. So as I described, there are like two main prefixes. In fact, there are lots of like more prefixes, but the prefix по is usually about some small, short-lived action. Я побегу, пойду, посмотрю, I will watch. And про usually describes that I will go through something. Even it's like a book, я прочитаю книгу, I will read the book. Or я пройду по парку, I will go through the park. So when we are going through, or sometimes about some mistakes. For example, я просплю, from the verb спать, сплю, я просплю, it's about the mistake, so I will oversleep. And if you want to know more about prefixes meanings, you can just check the bio, and there you can find some prefixes flashcards for you to understand better which patterns do the prefixes have. And also, if you want to practice, you can try to translate the sentence "I will work for 2 hours" and then leave into Russian. Please write in the comments how would you translate this sentence. I will correct you or say that you're right. So I hope this video was useful for you. Please subscribe if you find my videos interesting and useful, not to miss any other videos, because I'm trying to post almost every day in English, describing some rules, and in Russian, just describing my life or some interesting topics, so you can listen and understand the melody of the language, or some words, or some interesting phrases, and so on and so forth. So thank you very much for watching me. It was Anita with you. Bye bye.